But no, I saw that earlier. I'm curious how balanced people they find them. But yeah, I saw you post that, and I actually like that concept for a channel. Just to put ideas and player handouts. I like that, concept. And okay, yes, my host is, yeah, host is broken. I've been tweaking them. I see, I see. Is this for your campaign? Like, or, because I know you were working on a campaign. Was this just, because the idea of doing an underwater campaign, you've got a couple of things. First off, it's different. And sometimes different can be good, and sometimes different can be intimidating to a new player. If you got a bunch of old school players, then it's like, ooh, a challenge, something different. Um, but an underwater campaign in general, a couple of few things that Hmm? Oh, God, Don. Sorry, it took me a second. I read that twice. I'm like, oh, what? But is that bad? Oh, I see what you did there. Ah, oh, man, that's just us. Maybe maybe we can lose geek points for really bad puns. All right, no, okay. I have one campaign. That's pretty much what I've done. The underwater one was just to throw together so that I have something to work with. I could make another campaign for it. I see. Oh, I see. Like a test. Actually, that may be the best thing for it at first is to do like a one-off. See how it goes. How if there's an interest, because you think about something as exotic as that might be interesting for like a one-shot series of like 4 or 5 games or something like that, not a full campaign. So then, if it's really good, then the players will know. Oh, maybe we should do another one. Or if it was like, okay, that was kind of an experience. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I got a couple of new games too, guys, because of the anime. I was cleaning up my wish list, and if like I have that theory, if it's like dirt cheap, and I'm not going to get it, then I just remove it from my wish list. Because what's the point? I got Origami, which is that stealth game. Uh, Ooh, and I got the Tales of Zestria just because it was really cheap and I was really iffy on it. It's very kind of it looks kind of Final Fantasy-ish. Um,
Let's
but
put a smile on that face.
you should get geek puns for terrible geeky things. I see, I see. White Tiger, thank you for the hosty. But yeah, Zestria is the one. I also completed my set and got Dungeon Rats. Excuse me, excuse me, because when you say it with a bad Cockney English accent, it makes it. Oh, excuse me. Um, which completed Age of Decadence. Um, I might play Age of Decadence because it is a RPG that its setting and like seriously the devs have just done their final release for it. The game was done like a couple of years ago, but they've been constantly adding and like, updating and changing certain things, and they just announced that this is the last update of adding on and changing of the rules slightly to make it more streamlined in that. But I might head back to bed. Well, you gotta be careful because the type of mite you've written there, if you've got mites, it's not too good for you. You might want to shave your head or something. Because that mite would be very bad to take to bed with you. It's like a tick. It would like, eat away and eat your blood. Or drink your blood. Eat your skin to get to the blood. Alrighty. So play it in that theoretical unearthed Arcana show I was thinking of put together. You got it. Now your unearthed Arcana show. Actually, you know what I'm gonna have to ask you to do, or if it's in your chat, let me know. Post me a link to that because you can see how I was using Urban Arcana UA and you were using Unearthed Arcana UA and how we got our wires mixed when we were talking about stuff. Yet the stuff you were referring to from that book did spark an interest. I don't have access to that. It's just somewhere out there in the world, I know. But if you've got a I love my mites. Okay, little things you might want to keep to yourself if you like your own mites. You're probably the same person that eats your own skin when it peels, like sunburn. Do you eat your own skin when you sunburn and stuff like that? Just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself, right?
Let's put a
Sheila
smile
Bobby
on
with
that
the
face.
host. Tiger, I know you were kidding, man. I really do. Sorry, I forgot to hold up my sarcasm sign. I could just, this, I could hold this as a Temptations cat treats. That could be my sarcasm. Sarcasm. There we go. So there we go. I'm just, I'm just playing with you. I got I'm a ball of confusing energy, but what's new, really, right? And I got no more coffee, but that's all good. Oh, Wizards! It's on the Wizards. Their test play. You know what? Wizards of the Coast, for the record, are doing it right. They had such a cacophony. No, wrong word. Catastrophic um, failure with fourth edition that everything they do now with fifth edition I love, including the interactive test section where they were talking about psionics, they were talking about a few other things, the change in the ranger, all these other little bits and pieces I love that they're actually, you know what they are doing? They're doing little for free in a way speaking. You know how when people will release when in advertising when they're going to release something new, they do a test market and see if it's a viable thing to do. So now they're doing a viable test market before they release new physical and and digital copies of stuff, which is and it's in the form of, well, what you guys think? Here, test this. What do you think? The feedback, and they're learning to listen to the community rather than do what they think the community wants, and that's the biggest thing there. Sheila, what's going on? Okay, what? Oh, good God! Audio loaded, and all I heard was Tiger eats mites and his sunburned skin. Look what you've done now, Tiger. I didn't want those bagel bites anyways. Bagel bites. What do I like? Oh, Crispers, man. Is that a Canadian? No, that's a U.S. It's a U.S. thing, Crispers. Because sometimes I have a few food products that are named differently in Canada, but it's the same thing as the U.S. or whatever. But they're like a cracker or they're a chip. What are they? What are they? Those are kind of not bad. That and I had these vegetable chips at one point were really good. That's my babbling. So that being said, I probably could take off the starting soon. Well, we haven't really started, so it's still legit. There we go. Alrighty. And now let's just take us to the war. But yes, oh yes, Sheila. Now you're in the chat. What? Of course, this is the worst part. I'm asking you now after I've bought it, but it was really cheap and it was on my wish list. Tales of Zestria. How did you find that? Because I think it said you owned a copy of it, or that. I also got Origami, which I wanted for a while. It's a ninja stealth type game, and it's I was going to say soft cell, but that's a musical band. It's kind of that. Mish ignores my pun. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there another pun? Tiger, you might want to keep that to yourself. That you love mites. I think you were grabbing at that one. I think. Wow, I've got a dark robe over the door, but the light's still coming through. That's how bright the sun is today. Man, it's a nice sunny day out on the island. Frickin' cold, but it's a frickin' cold sunny day. Broadloaf. Oh, I love the puns on my name today. Broadloaf, I missed you. Oh, Doge life. It's like thug life, but it's a bunch of doges with sunglasses, gold chains, and little doges just sitting there barking up a storm. Yo, sorry. All right. Ooh, I haven't, but I haven't played it myself. I've been playing before. It reminds me of a bunch of. Yes, that's exactly why I got it too. I don't think it has turn-based tactics though. I think it's one of those. I'm not too sure if it does. It's the smoothest looking turn-based tactics I've seen.